So I decided to watch two movies today. The second of which, The Bad Lieutenant, Port of Call, New Orleans. I don't know why it's such a long title. I mean, there's an original movie called Bad Lieutenant, starring Harvey Keitel, and this one's not a remake or a sequel or anything like that. So I don't know why they couldn't have just called it, because the first one's called Bad Lieutenant. This one could have just been called The Bad Lieutenant, and that would have been good enough for me. But then Port of Call, New Orleans, it just seems draggy on-y. This movie stars Nicolas Cage, Eva Mendes, Val Kilmer, which weird that I saw him twice today, and also Exhibit. So the basic plot of The Bad Lieutenant, Port of Call, New Orleans is you have Nicolas Cage who starts the movie right after Hurricane Katrina, and the prison's flooded, and there's a guy in there. So he, after kind of giving him crap for a while, jumps down to free him, and then all of a sudden it jumps to Nicolas Cage sitting in like a chiropractor's office or a doctor's office or something, and tells him that his back's messed up and he's going to be in pain for pretty much the rest of his life, and he gives him Vicodin. Then it jumps again to like 6 months later, and you see him like snorting, crack. Then it kind of goes into the main point of the movie, which there is this group of African people that got killed, and Nicolas Cage is the lieutenant who's assigned to solve this case. And then it kind of breaks apart. Like Eva Mendes is his girlfriend, but also a prostitute, and he makes someone mad, and the guy threatens to kill him and send some people, and then plus he's a gambler, and the guy he owes money to is like, oh, you owe me money. And then he also is trying to get in with Exhibit, because Exhibit's the one who killed the guy, even though they can't really prove it yet. So things start to fall apart as he continues to go more and more into this world of his crack. And as things start to fall apart, the movie starts getting kind of hard to follow, and no, not hard to follow, that's not the right word. I mean hard to follow as in like I wanted to just fall asleep. Here's the thing you need to understand about me though. I don't really like dramas. I would rather watch an action movie or a comedy or horror or really anything. Dramas are like my least favorite genre of film, because I find them boring. I know some people are moved by dramas, and you know what? I mean, like I said, a lot of critics put this movie up on the top of their list of 2009, like the top 10 of 2009, and some of them top 10 of the whole decade. I don't understand what movie they saw, because the movie I saw was just slow and boring with a whole lot of convoluted side stories, and it just dragged on and on. All that said, though, I will say that Nicolas Cage did a really good job. Eva Mendes, who I normally think is a terrible actress, she actually was good in this movie. Yeah, actually, I mean, everyone was good in the movie. It was really well done, as far as an acting is concerned. I just hated the story. I thought it was boring. Minor spoiler, I won't tell you the situation, but I will say the movie jumps. It has like an epilogue tagged on where it jumps a year later. And he's still not any different. He's still the same character. And then the movie ends. There's this thing called a character arc, where like the character starts off one point, and then throughout the movie and throughout all the struggles and everything, eventually ends up, hopefully being a different type of character. This movie instead starts with him like, well, kind of down here because he's kind of a jerk, and then just goes down and 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 down. Oh, and my hand's out of the screen now. So it's not really a character arc, which gave me another reason to just not really like it. And I kind of forgot to mention this when I was reviewing MacGruber, but when did Val Kilmer get fat? So all in all, if you like dramas, you know, this is probably right up your alley. I'm sure there's some people, maybe there's even some of you people that are like, I loved this movie. Um, I thought it was boring, you know? I mean, if you don't really like dramas, don't watch this movie. It's boring. They have lots of shots that um, when the when they are off screen, the camera will just keep looking at nothing, you know, and then cut to the. It'd be like this. Ready? So like, watch. Okay, I can't really get off the screen. Okay, I'll do this. See how long that felt? That was really kind of awkward. Um, it would normally be better if it was just like a quick cut, but no, long and awkward. So there you go, 2 movies in 1 day. I'm crazy, I know. I even went out and played racquetball too. So don't accuse me of like, you've got no time, you just sit around and watch movies. No, I didn't. As I'm sure you're probably starting to get sick of this, my 10 subscribers. Anyone else watching this, subscribe. Let me know what movies you want to watch. Preferably not dramas, because those are boring. Give me something fun to watch, something that I can have fun with and laugh at, you know. I like those movies. And I want to like you. So don't ask me to do movies I don't want to do, because then I won't like you.